Hi there, I'm Kevin Urban, and I wanted to share my thoughts on the initiation, which was an amazing experience for me, and one that was kind of a surprise. Um, I'm sitting in quarantine. We're not in quarantine right now, but it's a stay-at-home order, and we're facing some uncertain circumstances. And I have to say that the initiation really helped me to understand my body, understand what I need in order to live, and to have vitality in my life. And I took this in February of 2020, so that's right before the pandemic occurred. I had been eating as a vegetarian, and I've done 10-day silent retreats, and I've seen the metamorphosis of what can happen in 10 days of silence, and combined with what I learned in the initiation has given me the tools to thrive during this period of time. And it's actually become a very creative time for me, and I really do have the initiation to thank, because my mind isn't worried about my next meal, or the grocery shops are, the shelves are not full like they're normally, and the worry is gone. So I thank Andy and the initiation for taking care of some of that worry. And on top of that, I learned about so much more about my body and how it corresponds to food. And I was I've lived as an inner fat kid my entire life. I was overweight in fourth grade and went on a diet, my first diet, and that took me back to where I should be. And it's interesting that about, I guess, 30 years later, my body did the same thing. I put on about 60 pounds, and over the course of about 3 years, and I was been in the process of shedding little by little. And I have to say that the initiation gave me the tools to shed really the last 15 pounds. I'm still working towards getting to my fighting weight, which is 175 pounds, but I was all the way up to 232 pounds at my heaviest. And I was on statins, and I was not where I wanted to live. And I just want to say that being able to juice fast, know that I can live on juice, know that I can even extend that to water. I don't plan on that anytime soon, but I'm sure at some point maybe I will do a water fast. But I really found it cleansing for my body. I found the re-entry part really interesting, because now I started to cook more and use fresher ingredients and stay away from a lot of dairy. I was really substituting dairy for protein, because in my mind that's what I had to do. But after taking the program and watching some of the films that Andy suggested and the reading materials and all of that, I learned so much and how to implement. And especially now I'm food combining for the most part. There's still some things that I need to work on, but I was practiced and ready to go for this pandemic, to be honest with you. I'm not laughing at the pandemic, but it's like, wow, the timing is really what I'm laughing at, is that it couldn't have happened at a better time. If you're thinking about taking the initiation, I highly recommend it. I cheated a little bit, just to give you a tip. Andy, you can cut this out, but I ended up ordering online for the cold pressed juices that arrived frozen, and it was from, I think, Skinny Raw. It was a program, but anyway, I knew that my biggest challenge was going to be making the juice. So for my first time, I needed to take the challenges away, and it really, really helped, because now I feel like I will be able to do the juicing and make the juices myself. But I needed to do that first and have somebody else take care of it. So that's my tip number one. And tip number two is to just do it. So Andy, thank you so much. I wish you all good health and peace in these crazy times, and I know that we'll get through this, and this too shall pass, just like your fast will when you take the course. And I'm hoping to take this again in May because I really found this to be beneficial. Be well.